Good morning students, myself Dr. Shirisha, Associate Professor from CSE Department, MLR Institute of Technology. In this session, I just wanted to give a gist on PHP data types. In the last session, we have seen how to declare the variables and how to execute the PHP programs using XAMPP. So, different data types like strings, integers, float, boolean can also be supported in PHP, and example applications are also been seen. So, PHP data type. Variables that can store different types, different data of different types, and it supports strings, integers. Strings means whatever you are giving in double quotes. Say we have given hello world. There is a string. Integer, you can just give 5. Okay, $a equals to 5. This is integer. The floating types number are also called double. You can give in 5.5. Boolean, you can also give $a equals to true. Array, object, null. So, you can also create objects using the object, and null means there is no value. Okay. Nil value means empty value. And variables, empty variables can also be declared in PHP. PHP strings. Coming to PHP strings, it's a sequence of characters and which are like this. And any text inside the double quotes. So, you have to use single quotes, or also double quotes are also can be used here. So, we have given one in double quotes and one in single quotes. So, you are trying to print them. So, we have already seen few examples in the last session. Okay. So, if you go to C drive, you will have XAMPP, and in XAMPP you will have htdocs. In this we have created our own folder. Just open your folder and you can edit your program here. Okay. So, when you wanted to edit your program, so you just can edit that in the program here. So, just I am removing this, all the function. Okay, just I am giving $x equals to 10. Okay, and $y equals to, say I am giving in double quotes PHP. Okay, $z I am trying to give here in single quotes sessions. Okay, so when I give this, what happens? Just run your program. How to run your program? Go to the browser, just give localhost followed by the folder that you create, followed by your program name. So, that is p1.php. Okay. So, $y is raising an error. So, every statement here requires a semicolon. Okay. And you have just declared here and try to print them. Just echo $x. Okay. I am also giving capital or mix of both. Echo $, say let me give $z. Okay. Just refresh. So, 10 and sessions both are getting printed. So, to just get a space there, you can try to concatenate this dot with br tag. Br tag will take that to the next line. So, 10 sessions. So, if you see, we can also print here $y. So, 10 PHP sessions. So, all the 3 are getting printed even though you are not using the echo statement in lowercase, and also if you are using an uppercase it is working, even though if you are using in both the lower and upper also it is working. Okay. Now, that's about the sequence of characters as the string data type. Just give double quotes. You are not declaring there as a string or char or something like that. So, by default PHP or XAMPP or WAMP server will understand that that is a type of a string data type. Then PHP integer. So, any integer data type is a non-decimal number. Integer must have at least one digit. Integer must not have a decimal point. Integer can either be positive or negative, and PHP var_dump function returns the data type and value. Var_dump function returns the data type and value. So what I wanted to do here is, let me give here var_dump of say dollar. What we'll take? We'll take Z. Okay. And every statement should be end with a semicolon. Just refresh. String. It's a type of string. What is our string value? Sessions. So that it is going to print. Okay. Then here is an example, var_dump of $x. So just it will give you as a integer. And PHP floating point number. Floating point is a number with a decimal point, but for integer you are not going to give a decimal number. For float you can give that number in an exponential form. So here you are giving $x and var_dump, you will get float. Okay, float means what? A decimal point number. Then boolean number. Boolean represents two possible states, true or false. So boolean, here just to give true or false, and var_dump you will get boolean as a true. So let me show you this also. Okay, $x equal, let me give capital X here. Capital X equals to, just give true and just var_dump. Okay, var_dump of $. So if you give small x, again you will get error because variables are case sensitive. Just give capital X. Okay, just refresh and execute. So boolean true. Bool means what? It's a type of boolean data type. What is the value? True we have given. Okay. Then PHP array. Array stores multiple values. So it stores the multiple values in one single variable. So here what is the variable? Array. You are creating using an array, and variable is cars. Array with 1, 2, 3 values are stored in car, and var_dump of cars. So you will get array with 3 values with along with the indexes 0. What is that string? 1 and also 2. Okay, all these values will get printed. So let me show you this also, how to execute an array. So here taking $cars, right? So cars is equals to, you have to create an array with array of, what are the values you wanted to give, you can give here. So I am giving CSE, CSIT, CSE AIML, CSE CSDS. Okay. So now I am again var_dump. I am using var_dump here. And var_dump of what? $. What is that? Cars. Okay. Now just execute this. So it's a type of array with 4 values I have given. So 0 is containing a string CSE and 1 is containing again a string CSIT. So let me give here as 5 integer. Okay. Refresh. So what happens? First value at the index 1 you have integer type, which is 5, and at 2 you have again string CSE AML, like that. So this is what var_dump will work. Then moving further, let us discuss on PHP object. Object is a data type which stores the data and information, which stores both the data and information on how to process the data. In PHP, an object must be explicitly declared. We must declare a class of object. For this we use the class keyword. So first we must declare the class of an object. So for which we have to use the class as a keyword. Class is a structure that contains the properties and methods. So you have to create an object that must be explicitly declared. So how to create an object here? So here we have defined a class. What is that class name? Car is a class name. A class in PHP can be defined using a class keyword. Then the function you have written $this model. So $this, and this is a property we are going to give. So it is stored in the model. Now you are creating an object. So $object, new is the keyword that is used to create an object. And what is the class? Car. So you are creating an object for car. So echo printing the statement, printing the model. When you execute this program, you will get the output as a new car when the object is created. So you are trying to call the model, okay, and that model will be printing what? Your VM. Then PHP null. Null is a special data type which can have only one value, which is null. So a variable data type null is a variable that has no value assigned to it. So x equals to 10 and x is null. So where dump, what you will get? Null only. Even though you have given 10, so what you are doing again? Null. So null is getting printed. So in this session we have discussed about different data types. Hope you all understood. Thank you all.